This weekend I noticed I had a tie-dye obsession. Should have been knew that since I wear these shirts all the time. But beautiful soul. You know, we're about to go into a very powerful week. And that week is all about Scorpio. Scorpio is ruled by Pluto, and Pluto is all about massive transformation. Well, the sign Scorpio, period, because it's all about the underworld. It's all about rising, the phoenix rising from the ashes. There has been so many distractions, so many delays, so many things in our way, and we felt so unsure of ourselves. And today I'm going to explain to you why, even nature is saying today, why you feel unsure of yourself. And when you realize this is going to be a heart activation.
If I could walk alone on water, ooh, I would. If I could set the moon.
Beautiful Awaken One. Just know that you are so loved. It doesn't matter if it's Monday, boo boo. It's a beautiful day because you exist. Instead of existing, actually feel alive today, because I'm sending you all that love, all that light on this new, beautiful, blessed, blissful day. Now, Awaken Ones. If you're new to this channel, welcome. My name is Brittany Fontes. What I do in this channel, I speak about spirituality with compassion, emotional awareness with love. I do guided readings, and I'm an intuitive shaman healer. And I talk about things I feel need to be talked about because it's our divine right to know more than what we have been told, because we have the ability to heal ourselves. Now, beautiful Awakened Ones, I feel so at ease. No matter all the things I felt so unsure about, I knew that I had to share these very tips, because this month of October, even though it hasn't ended yet, has been such an intense month. It's been an uprising of a lot of things that need to be purged, that need to be burned. And knowing that we're about to go in Scorpio season is all about the phoenix rising from the ashes. So it makes sense. And not only that, it's about to be the Day of the Dead, which is Halloween. So a lot of things are coming to the surface. I mean, they always do, but the one thing that a lot of us have been facing that has been so tough is that we feel so unsure of our path, of our destiny, of our purpose. And let me tell you, I've been feeling the same exact way. And you know, I really had to analyze a lot of things this past month already. And the one thing I want to share with you is that the one thing I can truly say I am grateful for that has helped me upon my journey is that I have chose to see the best in everything with love. And of course, this takes time to love things unconditionally. It takes time to really allow your heart to feel gratitude for everything, regardless of your circumstance, regardless about how you feel about yourself. Because remember, we are not our beliefs, we are not our thoughts, we are not our emotions, we're not even our body. We're actually a light being that has came here to bring heaven on earth, meaning that we're a light meant to shine upon this world, hence an angel in disguise, an earth angel, you would say that, because our love is so unique. And when we allow our perspective to change, we allow our divinity to be expressed. And we could give that love unconditionally without needing anything in return, because we have found our way home, because we see home within everything. We see love within everything. And that's one thing I could say I'm very grateful for, is that no matter my circumstances and no matter what my thoughts, my ego tries to confide to me saying, oh, this is annoying, this is agitating, starts to judge, I'm just like, in my heart, this is not who I am. And I want to tell you something. Where you are right now and what you feel, it's not who you are. It's just an observation to share with you. What are you willing to change? What are you willing to allow yourself to see that you know is not a part of you anymore? I got ants crawling up on me. I love y'all too, but I'm busy right now. I'm busy. All right. So let's get into this. Beautiful Awakens. The first thing and reason why you feel unsure of yourself, and remember, like I said, this is going to be a heart activation, and that is the subconscious. The subconscious mind is not the mind. It's not part of the mind. Oh, confirmation. The subconscious mind is the heart. And let me tell you something. Every problem that's in your life comes from the heart. And every solution for your life comes from the heart. because emotions equal vibration, energy, and motion. The way you feel about life is how life is going to reflect back to you. Everything in our outer world is a reflection of our inner world. We have to understand that the subconscious mind is the heart. It's the part of us that a lot of us don't tap into, but it's the part of us that rule our conscious way of being. And the reason why you feel unsure of yourself is because you're not aware, and you're not allowing yourself to be aware of the subconscious ways of what makes up who you are. The way you want it, the way you're thinking, the way you're acting, the way you're speaking. Majority of the time, we don't even want to be those things, is because we're not aware of the very reason that how our heart feels is causing the issues in our life. But we can actually heal ourselves by realizing the heart is the very solution to everything. You know, there is a passage in the Bible, I forgot what passage it was, but it literally says every problem of life comes from the heart. So if the Bible says that, then that means the heart is more powerful than the mind. And this is where we get into the second reason of why you feel unsure of yourself, and that is this one's a big one. This one's a big one. I gotta read it from my notepad because you know homegirl can remember shit. Positive confirmation nature, yes. Positivity is a symptom, not a solution to the root of lack of trust. When you're unsure of yourself, we are unsure of our existence and the inner guidance we have been given. I'm going to explain that very detailed. Positivity is a bypass. It is not a solution to everything. Because the mind can conceive of thoughts, but thoughts come from emotions. I don't care what anyone says. You may think your thoughts create your emotions. Your emotions create your thoughts too. It's an equal give and take. The infinity symbol, everything is one. And everything has its own reasoning of its own function. So I want you to understand that the reason why you feel unsure of yourself is because you're trying to use positivity as a way to bypass what you need to heal. Positivity is not going to help you move forward. Positivity is going to help you ignore the very thing that is keeping you stagnant. Positivity is good when you have done the inner work to see what is holding you back and what is keeping you in a standstill. I want you to understand the lack of trust in yourself, the lack of trust or the lack of confidence in who you are and your decisions is the very reason why you have to reside out of yourself to deem that you're okay, meaning positivity. Like, oh, I'm this, I'm that. Our affirmations are great, but affirmations are useless when your heart is still holding on to the unsureness and the uncertainty of not trusting in self and this life. We have all been given an inner guidance. Do you really think we come onto this earth with no inner guidance? Of course not. Why do you think they say trust your gut instincts? Why do you think there's a such thing as the intuition? Why do you think there's a such thing as the third eye? Because we see beyond the physicality. We can if we allow ourselves to. We have intuition because we're not just human beings, we're divine spiritual beings. The reason why we have to listen to our gut is because our gut is where our willpower sits. It's where our capability to connect and our capability to conceive and manifest. So please understand that positivity is a bypass to the very problem, to the very root of the problem. It is just helping the symptoms. The same way medicine, the same way doctors give you medicine for your symptoms, it doesn't help the root issue. Why do you think majority of us, we have a headache and we keep popping pills and we popping pills, but our intuition is telling us there is something deeper. There's something deeper to this. It's not illness. It has nothing to do with physical ailments. I mean, it could turn into that, but it has everything to do with spiritualness. The understanding of your spirit. Your spirit is tired and it tries to get your attention when you lack faith in yourself. And this is where we get into the final understanding of why you feel unsure of yourself. And this one is really going to activate your heart. I promise you that. I promise you that. And that is the last and final reason why you feel unsure of yourself is because you trust the outer world more than your inner world. When you don't face the stress, sadness, or the scarcity, you follow the known. And what I mean by this, the reason why a majority of us don't want to face our heart, don't want to face the heaviness that our heart is carrying, is because we have been so accustomed to the coping mechanism of living with our sadness, living with our depression, living with our stress, living with our anger. You know, the reason why a majority of us are comfortable with being used, being hurt, or going after the same things that we know cause the very reason why we don't trust in ourselves and why we don't trust in life is because we have been accustomed to live with our pain. We have been accustomed to only use coping mechanism to hide from our pain. And I'm here to tell you, when you don't face any of those things, you follow the known. And what is the known? The known is what the liquor industries and the entertainment industry does. It's a coping mechanism. We have been conducted to believe in these mechanisms so we don't have to face ourselves. Because here's the thing, we think we're fearful of our sadness, of our anger, and facing all those things that feel uncomfortable. No, we are not fearful of those things. We're fearful of overcoming the thing that we have been so familiar with. We're not scared of the unfamiliar. We're scared of losing the familiar because we created identity around that pain. We created identity around that stress. We created identity around what the ego has to say rather than what the heart wants to express. So the one thing I want to share with you to really activate your heart today is one thing I've learned is put some lavender oil on your heart. It's going to hurt a little bit, but it's going to help open it up. But the second thing is to really help you feel sure of yourself is by realizing that you are not meant to know everything. But you are not meant to hold on to the burden and the pain and the heaviness. That is not who you are. We have been given these lessons, these emotions, these experiences, because God will never give a battle to us we can't handle. God gives us everything we have to face because one, our soul chose it and God agreed because we have the capability to overcome and gain wisdom out of it to be the beacon of light to those who feel lost the way that you felt lost. So awaken ones, I want you to understand that the reason why you feel unsure of yourself is because we got to get lost in order to find ourselves again. Do not be scared of your shadow that holds this sadness, that holds this burden, that holds this judgment. Because little do you know, the more that we go within, the more that we face the shadow, we only find more of ourselves. We only find more of our light. We only find more of our internal healing to come back home to self. Do not have shame for what you feel. Do not have shame for what you've been through. But I'm here to tell you, do not hold on to that unforgiveness because your heart is meant to be light as a feather. Because only a heart like a child can enter the kingdom of heaven. Because a child forgives, a child loves, a child understands, and you still have that inner child within that guides you. That is your joy, that is your light, that is your love, that chooses to understand rather than judge, that chooses to love rather than resent, that chooses to give rather than only take, that chooses to trust rather than expect. Because that is the whole point of life, is to be curious and to discover yourself on a deeper level without fearing the power that you hold, to heal yourself and to create your life. And to know the light that you bring to this world. Other than that, you beautiful beings, I hope this brought clarity, and I hope this did activate a passion, a joy, something within you that you needed today. Just know that you are loved, are lovable, and loving. And please, please never forget that. And remain an earth angel, meaning Keep that heart pure. Keep that heart humble. Keep that heart authentic. Because it's not about what you're going to get in return. It's about realizing that when God takes you back home, you're only going to be known for who you were, not for what you have. I love you guys, and I hope this brought clarity. And please enjoy this beautiful day. And then before I let you guys go, it got a little dark. Let's take 3 deep breaths into our hearts as we put our hands over our heart and feel the love that already resides within you, that is ready to be expressed. These ants, man. Breathe in that white light. The light and love within me sees and know the light and love within me. I adore you guys. I'll see you on the next one. Namaste.